Well, hello there. I'm starting a Battle Brothers playthrough because this is my favorite game, and when I tell people that, they're kind of confused on what it looks like. And a friend of mine has requested that I do a playthrough of this. So it's gonna be a little bit hard, just because this game, the fights are really fucking long sometimes. And I love this game. This is my favorite game, definitively. And so I've always wanted to do kind of a playthrough of it, but I never really figured out how. And I said, just fuck it, dude. We're just gonna do it anyways because I love this game. So we'll go ahead and select our start. I don't really know what start I want to do. Um, if your character dies, it's game over. Holy shit, that seems kind of funny. Nobles cost 25 less, lowborns will cost 15 more. You can't hire outlaws. I'm actually down to do this. Start. This sounds kind of interesting. So we'll go with noble. I'm a noble, so we'll go with that. If my character dies, it starts over. That sounds kind of funny. So we'll just call this YouTube one. And there's probably gonna be a lot of restarting, just because that's just how the game goes to try to get a good start. But that's part of the Battle Brothers experience. I'll try to narrate what I'm trying to do too, throughout the entire gameplay, just because can be a bit hard to kind of follow and start this game out. And I was thinking, usually I go with random, but if I get Greenskin Invasion, I'm pretty much like fucked, kind of. Otherwise, all these other ones are pretty manageable. I'm just gonna go random and see what we start with. Economic difficulty, I always go beginner, and then starting funds is always high, and then I'm gonna go expert in this one. Actually, what did I go in my last playthrough? Okay, I went with expert. That's what I thought. I don't think I'm ready for legendary because I'm pretty new to this mod actually. I love this mod. It turns a game I already loved into like a game I super love. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna. We're gonna play it. Okay, I also reload usually in my games, but I've always really wanted to just not reload because that's how the game is played. And so I will only reload during, I think, boss encounters because literally have not played a lot of the boss encounters just because they're super hard and I'm really intimidated by them. Um, but I know how to do them. I knew how to do some of them. So hopefully during this, I guess, like season, I guess, is what we'll call it. We get to do some stuff. So this is a noble background. And so start with me and a couple of retainers, apparently, whatever the fuck that means. So let's see what this means here. Okay, so I start as a noble. That's kind of whatever, I guess. So here is like renown. So I'm already a professional, which is kind of lame, I think. But we'll see. So first, I like to strip all of my guys, just because there are multiple different builds in the game that you can go for. And so it'll be interesting to see who we get. I think this is my avatar right here. Sir William wrote out to make a name for herself, and that is valor protection of the character's base attributes. Okay, so it looks like. Holy shit. Oh my god. He might just be the Bannerman, to be honest. That's fucking insane. Yeah, he has to be Bannerman. So there are multiple different builds in the game. Eventually in the game, we will get a banner. The banner will give a morale buff, and it'll also unlock some skills, basically. So I'm calling him. This is the Bannerman, which is kind of lame. The Bannerman isn't all too interesting, just because he literally just sits there and like buffs everyone, but that's also kind of cool in its own right. So pretty much what that means is that we want things to buff Bannermans. So I also have, so the mod adds skill trees basically for specific builds. And so like as you see at the bottom, leadership, right? Because he's a leadership or because of his background, he gets all of this like leadership skills. And then does he also have pole arm? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. So cheer on is pretty good. I like using this just because it gives 2 action points to a ally, and then I am going to be specking all the way into resolve. I like building my bannermans with resolve, fatigue, and then I also like ranged defense because if I'm playing correctly, nothing should get close to him to be able to kind of just like die straight up. I'm going to look at the rest of these guys. So he's our bannerman. These stars means how many guaranteed stats they get in each one of their um, guaranteed stats they get into each one of their points. So this guy has 2 into ranged, 1 into health, 1 into resolve. This guy is just pretty bad in general. So I'm just gonna name them fodder. Fuck, dude. Wow, they all rolled really badly. Actually, all these characters are pretty much disposable. Yeah, they're all looking kind of disposable. Okay, so all these guys are gonna end up as fodder, but they all have really high base um, base attack. 72 melee defense or melee skill is pretty freaking good, and then 11 melee defense is pretty good. This guy could honestly be early tank. This guy's just fodder. He doesn't have any good of anything. This guy he's supposed to be the archer of the group, it seems. I think that's his background. Yeah. Archery contest. Yeah, this is just gonna end up being the like trash archer. Okay, so we're gonna have to find people that are better. I think this background I can't recruit lowborn either, or I can, it's just more expensive. So this will be interesting. So since early tank, frontliners are typically pretty disposable, just because they're very disposable just because there's a lot of backgrounds that usually can become a good frontliner. And so they're kind of background locked. It'll make more sense later. Okay, this is just a axe. So whoever has the highest melee attack, which is this guy, will get the axe. Is this a spear? It's a pole arm. Okay. So think I'm just giving this guy like decent armor and helmet just because he should be blocking most of the stuff with his shield here. Most of the stuff he's going to try to get hit with the shields, so his armor shouldn't be that great. All my frontliners should be able just to wear good armor and live. So since this is our like main dude, he's gonna get the highest armor. There we go. That's me. Or that's our nobles, so we'll get the pole arm. Stay in the back and look pretty. And then these people. So since he has the since he's supposed to be an archer, he has high ranged based skill, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give him the archery stuff. And then these two. This one has higher melee attack. I'm out of weapons. What the hell? Okay. So yeah, that's how it'll go. So this is our current lineup. Welcome everyone to the current lineup. 25 goes here. 40 will go here. 35 will go onto this guy here. I'm basically just maximizing the damage. So basically, these will be. So he's an early tank. He's our tank. This is just fodder, but I'm gonna try to have him be a shield basically, so that these two in the middle can do as much damage as possible while on the field. I'm gonna give this guy a bandage, and then this is the guy that we want to keep alive because he is gonna be our bannerman, and if he dies, the entire run dies. So. See, this is also like why Battle Brothers takes so long. It's because you basically need to do that at the beginning of every run. Holy shit, I am enemies with this faction, so I guess I am going. Oh, okay. So how you start Battle Brothers off is you fight brigands and try to farm. Try to farm equipment and money to begin with. So it kind of sucks that we're enemies with this bottom nation here, just because I like farming in these steep steps. Basically, there'll be bandits in there, and it's flat ground, and flat ground is the easiest to fight in. But we're just gonna walk up for now. Okay. So there's a taxidermist here. There's some recruits. We're gonna look for recruits. Um, just because the current guys we have right now are pretty shit. So in Battle Brothers, well, these recruits will have these backgrounds, and these backgrounds will give them kind of like innate stats, and they'll also give all this other stuff in here. But mainly, some backgrounds will have better skills in melee skill or range skill in general, or better melee defense in general. I have a mod that allows me to see it already because pretty much in base game you have to try them out first, and it would give you kind of an idea of what the brother's good at. I have a mod that allows me to skip that part and not spend money to look at a guy that I might not even like. It's just a quality of life thing. It kind of changes gameplay, but not really. So this guy has some good fatigue. One melee defense. That's fine. What's your mission here? Escort a caravan south. Yeesh. No, I do not want to go south. That is the opposite way I'm going. I'm going to walk across the field. That is the location, which is a burial site, probably full of undead. We'll ignore that for now. Go into here. Deliver cargo to the east. Nope. Drive off barbarians southeast of here. I could take that. That might be doable. They're also being raided by bandits, so that's kind of nice. Let's look at the recruits that are currently here. Let's see. This guy's talented. Fishmonger. We are looking for frontliners or anybody that's good in general with good talented points. So that's 3 stars. We're looking for like stars into defense like this. Mainly we're looking for stars right now, seeing who has good stars. Like this is a good stars, 3 stars into melee defense. Melee defense is kind of hard to come by, and we want to start building tanks basically, because tanks will be the ones that will help us a lot. Yeah, I might skip on these guys. Ooh. We'll do this. This gives us the banner. So there we go. There's our banner. So these are like feats. These are like goals that your company's supposed to do. So we're already professional. So I'll just take that one and get a free professional thing, basically. There we go. Going against 12 or more enemies, killing them, that could be done eventually. What? Enter each village? Oh, okay, so let's visit everybody. Okay, no ambition. I'm looking for the Bannerman one. So we have the banner now. So that'll go at him. So now we have the banner for our Bannerman. I want to use this pole arm. It should do like a decent amount of damage, but I want to keep it as is right now. Can we handle 6 thralls? I honestly don't think so. Barbarians should be in the north here. Oh, okay. Looks like we're gonna have to fight them anyways. We're gonna want to try to keep the high ground. Just because that is where we'll have the advantage. I think if I move over here and spear wall, it should be fine. Move him downwards a little bit. Move this guy up. Stop him from throwing things. Move this guy up. And this is our main damage dealer. And he misses the first hit. Awesome. Hit on the first hit. 2 hits on the top. Kind of a rough start, to be honest. Okay, who needs to die here? So this is a cleaver. That's an axe. I'll go for the spear guy, because okay, it misses anyways. Hit. Wow, misses on 95%. That's awesome. Stab, not good enough. Misses a 75%. That's awesome. That's what we like. Pre-position there. 89%. Hit, good. Double hit, good. So they're trying to surround me. Wow, that guy fucking died. Awesome. So our bottom flank is now kind of fucked here. Shoot, walk, reload. Kill the smokies. Close. So I need to get down here as fast as possible before everyone starts dying. Shield wall. Frontline move. Nice, good hit. Good hit. Oh, perfect. 3 hits. Oh, 1, 2, nice. Okay, so this guy's the most heavily armored out of their group. Good fucking hit. Amazing. Okay, so she doesn't have enough fatigue to attack anymore, basically, or to shield wall anymore. Yeesh, that hit. Gonna wait there. Shoot this guy, the low one. Good kill. This crossbowman's doing work. So normally how you farm equipment is you look for the equipment that you like, and then you kind of just poke them down with knives. I don't have enough knives to equip everyone right now, so we'll kind of just wait a bit here. I think I don't want her up there. I want her to move down, so we're just gonna skip there. Okay, she's fucking running. That's pretty insecure of her, to be honest. I can't even catch her. I can't even catch her. I'm just gonna skip. I don't want to deal with it. Hello. Okay, I'm for stop recording here. I think my game just crashed. Okay, I fixed it. Fodder. This guy ended up living. Okay, that is not what I kind of wanted, but guess he's back. He's missing a hand. He can't use shields, two-handed weapons, or throwing nets. Okay, he's just like fucking useless. I might just get rid of him, to be honest. Pay the compensation to get them the fuck out of here. So we need to find a person to replace him. Somebody probably not shit. This is the equipment that we got from killing those guys. So I think this is a better helmet. So in the modded in Legends, armor becomes layered. So it layers on top of each other. So you can like combine and fashion a ton of stuff. So it's pretty cool. I like that a lot about Legends. So this is fine. I think I'll just put that on there. And then 35 for these ones, 25 there. So I'm just gonna give these guys these jank ass hats for now. I do have a knife, which I will give to the highest melee attack person, which is him. And yeah, so we're out to look for another person. We're just looking for contracts to kill things so we can up our rep. Farmers are really good frontliners. Washerwoman. Okay, see this high melee attack, and that's a pretty high base stat of melee attack, and has a spec in melee defense too. So this would be a good early game frontliner. What are the other perks? Has a 10% chance to boost up company morale in the combat. That's pretty good. And good initiative in melee defense. Okay, so this is a really good person. I'm just gonna buy them. And they will become one of our frontliners that we will want. Early front that we will want to use to fight here. Let's get the spear here. Give him the old armor. We don't really have great weapons. We need upgraded weapons soon. He doesn't have a great helmet either. It's a lot of stuff we need. So who can handle being on the end? I think him. So the end is naturally where the enemy formation will start kind of concaveing around us, because we're always pretty much going to be fighting outnumbered fights. So there we go. The ends will always take the most aggro, so that's why you put the tanks at the end here. Escort caravan a day to the east. I mean, I could handle that. What's this one doing? Destroy the fort northwest. So money usually scales by the difficulty of the mission. That's giving us like 1,000 to clear that, which wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Okay, so here's the weapons. Usually weapons come in tiers, right? So there's a tier 1 sword, tier 2 sword, tier 3 sword. So this is a tier 2 sword, this is a tier 3 sword, and this is a tier 1 sword. So like that. And then the mod also adds like cool hybrids of weapons, which are really, really cool. I am willing to buy this sword because this will increase our DPS entirely. Units will have melee skill, which is the higher chance of a hitting. Weapons are what actually determines our damage, basically. So 40 damage, and then I also like to window shop at these famed weapons. There's famed weapons that roll for random stats, basically. Um, and they're always really fun to play with just because if you get a really good roll on a weapon, it inspires a build, inspires a brother to use that build or something like that. But alas, it's out of my budget. I can't really touch it. A two-handed flail sounds really fun to play with, and they also like randomly roll sprites, so that looks like a pretty sick flail there. But alas, so I'm gonna get the sword. I'm also gonna probably get this tier 2 sword here. These will greatly increase our DPS and the fights that we can actually take. And once our guys start leveling up, they'll start specializing in certain weapons and stuff like that, and we can get some really fun builds. But for now, this is how we'll do. Cool. Also, I think swords, their attack gives a 10% chance to hit, which is really nice. Really, really nice. But to be honest, swords aren't great at one thing or the other. They're just really good general weapons, which is fine. 9 thralls. We were able to take out that group earlier pretty well, but I think that's a bit much. They're gonna run at us. Can't really put anybody onto our team here. So this is a castle. There's like 3 different types of towns in the game. Castles usually don't have contracts for smaller contracts, but they do have. You can sell it to them for higher prices, basically. So you always pretty much want to sell to a castle, um, and they also have like specialized like weapon areas or like taverns and stuff like that, and they're super convenient and nice for those. And they usually have more people and more backgrounds to recruit, like higher tier background. What the fuck is a milkman? Okay, whatever. So we're gonna go look for villages. So essentially, the early game of Battle Brothers, it looks like you basically want to find a good triangle or a good cluster of towns that you can just keep walking in between of and doing contracts for them, and then you'll naturally level up your guys. You'll look for fights and stuff like that. Brigands are usually the fights you want to be going for, just because they're really easy and they give you equipment that your guys can actually use. I can drive off Cultist Den to the west. I could do that, but honestly, it's kind of hard. I mean, I have a bannerman. So Cultists is a mod that I've added to the game. It adds an entirely new faction to the game. You know what? Let's do it. An entirely new faction to the game. I don't know a lot about them, but it's been pretty cool. I've done a couple of playthroughs already and reached the late game. These fights can get really fucking insane, so they're pretty fun. They're basically armored units. Oh shit. They're bugging out. Sometimes this bug happens with the game. We're just gonna fight it. So basically, this is their bannerman. They have a bannerman that does like bad things to my guys. Yeah, it decreases the morale of my guys. Good hit. But you'll get to see a fight with the boxes of death. Basically. I just know that this guy, I think this guy has an axe. I don't know, this guy has an axe right here. That's a mistake to let him pass like that, but I don't think it'll matter very much. He's just a high priority target now. Okay. We're just gonna keep missing, actually, it seems. Good hits. So I'm gonna rotate. So cool thing about this faction start is that we get rotate off the bat. Normally that would be something you would have to get through a hat or get through what's it called? A skill, basically. And so that skill is no longer needed for these guys. There must be a rock or something there. There we go, perfect. Okay, so we got a lot of level ups, and we get some loot. Loot is always nice. Okay, perfect. So we finished that contract. We're gonna go back and talk to the town we got it from, and we will get some crowns and some money for our time. Alright, so this is gonna be probably the end of the first one. Since I kind of broke it up into two parts, I'll need to edit that together, which is not the goal of this series. I want you to kind of see everything from start to finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and splice this together, upload this, and I'll make another video soon, I'm pretty sure. Alright, see you then.